Welcome back to the channel, Days fans. Today is a incredibly intense day to talk about Salem, so brace yourselves. Wait, are you actually kidding me right now? Lexie Carver's time is officially up. The countdown to her tragic death has begun, and I am absolutely losing my mind over this. Did Kristen DiMera honestly think she could pull off a kidnapping swap with a dying woman? EJ DiMera just caught them red-handed, and instead of saving his sister, he is literally hiding Lexie in the DiMera tunnels to die. I am screaming at my screen. Hey Days fans, welcome back. I've got some massive Salem drama to unpack today, and honestly, I need to vent because this storyline is tearing my heart into a million pieces. Before we get into the absolute chaos of Lexie's final days, make sure you smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on our daily Days of Our Lives deep dives. We have a lot to cover, so let's get right into it. I honestly believe the writers are playing a cruel, twisted joke on us longtime fans. The countdown to Lexie Carver's death is ticking loudly, and I am furious. Why on earth would they bring this beloved legacy character back from the dead, give us a tiny glimmer of hope, and then snatch it away? We all knew Dr. Wilhelm Rolf's Versavix serum was a ticking time bomb, but watching Lexie rapidly weaken as she prepares for her final farewell to Salem is just brutal. Nikki Crawford has been acting her heart out, portraying this fading spark of life with so much grace, but it hurts to watch. Lexie's time is up. The serum has failed. The lab rats died, and now Lexie is facing the exact same grim fate. I am sitting here wondering what the writers were thinking. This isn't just drama, it is emotional torture for the fans who have loved Lexie for decades. Let's be real for a second and talk about the sheer absurdity of Kristen DiMera's latest scheme. We all know Kristen is the queen of unhinged plots, but trying to use a dying Lexie as a decoy to escape EJ DiMera's wrath? Are you kidding me? We were all wondering how Kristen and Lexie were going to pull off this ridiculous kidnapping swap. They are two completely different women. The charade ends faster than any of us expected. EJ walks in, takes one look at the sleeping woman, and instantly realizes that it is Lexie, not Kristen. The gig is up immediately. I have to say, the look of sheer panic and then twisted realization on EJ's face is going to be pure soap opera gold. Dan Feuerriegel always nails these moments, but Kristen's absolute desperation to avoid EJ's revenge for the apartment fire has officially hit a pathetic new low. But here's the plot twist that literally made me gasp out loud. Instead of rushing Lexie to University Hospital or calling a team of specialists, EJ agrees to help Lexie crawl away and hide. Where? In the secret DiMera tunnels. Wow. Just wow. EJ agrees to let Lexie stay in a hidden room down in those dark, damp catacombs because he doesn't want her to die alone, and Lexie wants to control how she says her final goodbyes to Abe Carver and Theo Carver. Think about the history of those tunnels for a second. Stefano DiMera used those exact same tunnels for decades to torture people, to lock up Marlena Evans, to hide John Black. Now, EJ is turning Stefano's dungeon into a makeshift hospice for his dying sister. It is a wildly morbid, incredibly poetic choice by the writers. EJ's twisted sense of mercy is on full display here, and it is chilling to watch. Hold on a second, because the drama down in those tunnels does not stay a secret for long. Our resident moral compass, Johnny DiMera, is about to stumble right into this nightmare. The spoilers reveal that Johnny makes a highly disturbing discovery from EJ in Wednesday's episode, and I am 100% certain it is about Lexie hiding in the tunnels. Johnny is going to completely lose it on his father. I think Johnny will absolutely demand that EJ stop playing God. Johnny will insist that EJ cannot just let Lexie pass away down in the dark without telling the truth to Theo and Abe. Carson Boatman and Dan Feuerriegel are going to have a screaming match for the ages. Johnny has spent his entire life fighting his father's dark, Stefano-like tendencies, and hiding a dying woman from her husband and son is a massive line that EJ is crossing. If you ask me, the person who is getting the worst end of this entire tragic storyline is Theo Carver. My heart completely breaks for him. While Lexie is hiding in the tunnels, Theo is starting to piece the puzzle together. The spoilers say Theo is going to have a deep emotional confession while chatting with Stephanie Johnson. Theo is going to open up to Stephanie about Lexie's incredibly bizarre behavior lately. He is going to admit that he is terrified his mother is hiding a massive dark secret. Theo is highly observant. He knows something is wrong. Lexie is actively hiding her relapse and her failing health from Abe and Theo, but they are absolutely going to find out that her resurrection is not sustainable. It is only a matter of time before Theo and Abe realize they are losing their mother and wife all over again, and it is going to be devastating. Let's talk about Abe Carver for a minute, because James Reynolds is a daytime television legend, and the writers are about to put him through the absolute ringer. Do you guys remember 2012? I remember it vividly. We watched Abe hold Lexie as she died from a brain tumor in his arms. It was one of the most soul-crushing scenes in Days of Our Lives history. Now, we have to watch him do it a second time. I am stunned. Completely stunned. Abe has been completely torn between his lingering love for Paulina Price and the miracle of having Lexie back. But this miracle was a total lie. When Abe finally discovers that EJ and Dr. Rolf's science experiment was a failure, his grief is going to turn into pure, unadulterated rage. I honestly believe Abe might try to kill EJ himself when the truth comes out. While the Carver and DiMera families are completely imploding over Lexie's impending death, Paulina Price is dealing with a massive crisis of her own. The spoilers reveal that Paulina is going to send a frantic SOS to Lonnie Price Grant, begging for emergency backup. Lonnie is going to rush to Paulina's side, and this might involve Lonnie taking over babysitting duties for little Trey DiMera. Why? Because Paulina is caught in the middle of a dual nightmare. She is deeply tangled up in this heartbreaking Lexie departure drama, but she is also fiercely battling Chanel Dupree DiMera's terrifying breast cancer crisis. Paulina is watching her husband grieve his dying ex-wife, while her own daughter fights for her life. Jack A. Harry is going to deliver some absolute powerhouse performances. The emotional weight on Paulina's shoulders right now is staggering. I have to take a moment to drag the writers for this specific storyline choice. Bringing a legacy character back from the dead is a classic soap opera trope. We expect it. We love it. But bringing Lexie Carver back, teasing a massive family reunion, and then immediately slapping a ticking clock on her life just for sweeps month ratings, that feels cheap. It feels like emotional manipulation at its finest. Nikki Crawford brought such a fresh, beautiful energy to the role of Lexie. She had incredible chemistry with James Reynolds and Tyler Joseph Andrews. To rip that away so quickly just to give EJ DiMera more blood on his hands is a wild choice. I am going to be crying my eyes out when Lexie finally says her goodbyes, but a huge part of me will be angry that we were robbed of a true Lexie Carver revival. This week is going to be an emotional roller coaster, you guys. We are officially on a death watch for Lexie Carver, and Salem will never be the same when she breathes her last breath in those dark DiMera tunnels. Now, I want to hear from all of you. Do you think the writers made a massive mistake bringing Lexie back just to kill her again, or are you loving the intense drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time for more shocking Salem updates.